have any idea why I do children's books? Raise your hand if you think you know. Yeah. Yeah, right. I love children. Yeah. Yeah, that's Brussels sprouts. Yeah, why?
Because you like to make children laugh.
Yeah, that's my biggest dream is to make you laugh. No! Why do you think?
That's a pastime since you're so bored.
It's pastime. What the heck? I'm so bored. Maybe I'll just be a children's book illustrator. Why?
For the money.
Oh yeah, children's books, baby. It pays. I have a mansion and a yacht. I got the spinny rims on my hot dog. Volkswagen, station wagon. Oh, I'm a thing, man. I got my 27-inch TV. Got the stereo. It's really small. No, you do not know. Put your hands down. I'll tell you why. Power, baby. It gives me power. What power? How can you have power? I have the power to control your little minds. It's not hard. But I do the magic trick, I go like this, and guess what? I got you, baby. You're going, I control your mind. And it's not as hard as you think. Writing books is not as hard as you think. It's simple. You want to control their mind? Right. The dog died. People read the book, they go, the dog died. The dog is dead. Make it worse. Right. The puppy died. Not the puppy, man! The puppy's dead! Now, was there ever really a dog? Was there ever really a puppy? But I got you crying, baby. I heard 3 words and you're weeping. Sweet. I want to make you laugh. And I want to be able to say the dog died and get you laughing. And because I can draw the dead dog. I didn't know this. The same is true with drawing. How many of you stink at drawing? See, you didn't used to stink at drawing. When you were a little kid, man, you drew. You didn't care. You just ha, ha, ha. And as long as it wasn't on the wall, you were okay. Your parents, oh, that's good. But then something terrible happened. You looked at somebody else's picture. And you went, wow, that's good. And you looked at your own picture and said, oh man, that's pathetic. And you started comparing yourself to other people. Which is a huge mistake. You do not have to be the best at anything. I thought you did. I thought it was really important to be the best. I've never been the best at anything in my life. Ever. Math, science, English. Social studies. Arts. Now, in 8th grade, a guy showed me something, an art teacher showed me something, because I like to draw, but I didn't like anybody to see it because I thought it had to be like the best. So I would go underneath my bed to draw, man. Underneath my bed was very tight. My brother's dirty foot sock was under there. I had these hairballs in my mouth like a cat. And I come out with pictures of people who look like this. And I wouldn't show them to anybody. Now my teacher in 8th grade, he showed me this stuff. So this is like the greatest drawing in the world. One of several great drawings that everybody can do. And it's all about the power, baby. You control people's mind. What is it? Oh, it's a flower with little buds coming up and turning. No! I'll tell you what it is. It is a bear climbing a tree. How many people can see the bear climbing the tree?
Oh, it's on the other side.
Right? Now, how many people cannot see the bear climbing the tree? This is a lot like reading. How many of you don't like to read? Guess what? When I was your age, I hated to read. I swear to you, I hated to read. I didn't start to love to read until I was 15. something weird happened. The power came over me, baby. Suddenly the voice started, the book started to talk. I could hear somebody talking to me. I'm going, freak me out, man. I tell you it's a bear climbing a tree, just like somebody reads a book and they like it. This is the tree, and those are his feet. Can you see him? I did this to a little girl once. She looked at it and said, "Oh, that bear's cute." I said, "Oh, I got that girl right there, baby. Yeah. I own that girl." Dummy books. You know why it's called a dummy book? No, because you draw it over and over and over again, and still the publisher says, "I don't like it." This one is called Once Upon a Cool Motorcycle Dude. What I do is I'll sketch out all the pictures in a dummy book. Here. See, that's all you have to do. A little sketch like that. That's the cool motorcycle dude fighting the giant. All you gotta do, big bang boom. Simple. Look at this one. Motorcycle on top of a hill. That's it. Send that to them. When I get done doing a dummy book, I'll do a piece of artwork that goes to send out to the publisher to show them what I think this particular part of the book should look like. So here are the kids I was drawing. I don't know, people don't seem to like the girl. They say she looks too matronly. She doesn't look cool enough. I think she looks like Helga Jeep's attacking. I like her. I think she's okay, you know. I think she's pretty cool. And the guy, my son just said, he looks like somebody who gets bad grades. I'm like, he looks like you do. So anyway, once you get all this stuff together, you go like this and you stick this in an envelope. And you send it to the publisher. And you say, "These buckets, these." And then they come back, and if you're lucky, they say, "Yeah." And for your first children's book, you get $9,000. Oh, yeah. Shall I read this one? I can read this one real fast. Yeah. What we're doing in this book is different. You've probably never seen a children's book that does this. I'll say, here we go. I've never read a book out loud to a school before, especially not a dummy book. So, we were supposed to tell you our favorite fairy tale, but we couldn't agree on which story was the best, so we just made one up. I'll begin the story, says the girl. My beginning was better. Once upon a time in a castle on the hill lived a beautiful princess named Princess Tenderheart. Every day, Princess Tenderheart would play with her 8 beautiful ponies. She named them Jasmine, Nimble, Sophie, Polly, Penny, Sunny, and Monica. But she liked friends. Her favorite pony of all was called Buttercup. Please don't call him Buttercup. Call him Ralph or something. Now, the idea of this book is that another artist is going to be drawing the pictures that the girls would like. She paints very pretty pictures of beautiful princesses and ponies. And I'm just going to draw the kids. One night, a terrible thing happened. A giant came and stole away poor little Jasmine. All the other ponies cried and cried, but Princess Tenderheart cried hardest of them. It was very sad. The very next night, the giant came and took Nimble and Sophie. Princess Tenderheart cried all day and refused to eat. Oh, please, Princess, get it. Her father, the king, hired all the princes he could find to protect the ponies, but night after night, another pony was stolen away. Poor princess. The poor princess just sat in her room and turned straw into gold thread. She cried and cried and cried. When only Buttercup was left, Princess Tenderheart thought her heart would break. Oh, who would protect Buttercup? That's it. I can't take this anymore. I'm taking over the story. One day, this really cool motorcycle dude rides up to the castle on his motorcycle and he says he'll guard the last pony if the king gives him all the gold thread that the princess makes. The king says, okay, and the dude sits and waits for the giant. As if he's not even cute or anything. That night, the giant heads to the castle. Man, this giant was ugly, dude. He was big and mean. He had 4 teeth in his mouth that were all yellow and rotten and black, and his breath smelled like rotten, moldy, stinky, wet feet. He needed the 8 ponies to make a tasty pony stew. He had only 7, so that night he goes to steal the last horse. That's just gross. The muscle dude has this really big sword, and the giant and the dude battle all over the place. The earth was shaking, and there was lightning and thunder, and volcanoes were exploding. It was huge. Volcanoes. Where did the volcanoes go? Night after night, the giant comes back, but the dude beats him night after night. The princess makes gold thread and gives it to him, and he gets really rich. The end. That's it? The princess just sits around making gold thread? Yep. I don't think so. I'll tell you what happens, Bubba. Princess started Tender goes to the gym and puts iron and becomes Princess Warrior. Very cool. She tells the dude to make his own thread. What? That night the princess has this huge, tremendous battle with the giant, and the giant runs back to the cave. The end. And the dude just sits there making gold thread. No, this is what really happened. The dude makes this really cool blanket out of the gold thread, and when he puts it over her head, he gets invisible, and then he goes to rescue the princess, or the ponies. You can't see me. You can't see me. You can't see us. The princess goes with him. Fine. The dude and the princess get in this big fight about who gets to free the ponies. The giant hears the voices and he gets so scared he jumps off a cliff. So the princess and the prince fall in love. Who said he was a prince? What's all this stuff about love? They get married on a beautiful spring day and they have a baby. It was the most beautiful baby girl. No! It was a boy! It was a girl. The end.